Hello, AP Psychology students. This is Mrs. Mathers. I am coming to you via Screencast today because, as you know from yesterday, I am not feeling well, and I figured this today I should take one more day to try to get over whatever it is that's been plaguing me. I do have some really important instructions for you, however, and I've decided to do these by video, and I would ask that you please pay close attention as I go over some really important things as we proceed towards trying to round out this unit. If you go to your Moodle account, I've already logged in, but I'd like to show you a couple of things. So go ahead and take a second and log in. Now, once you get to my page, I'd like you to scroll down to the current unit, which is Psychological Disorders and Treatment. Now, I have several important links here. The first one here, the Personality, Psych Disorders, and Treatment Vocabulary. I will open this up, but you should have a paper copy of this already. If you do not have a paper copy, this is what it looks like, and there are some extra paper copies on my front table. It is extremely important as you prepare for Monday's test that you go through all of your notes and go through the text reading and really pay attention to what each of these terms means. As you can see, the first page and a half or so are terms from our personality unit, which we started a couple of weeks ago, or at least early last week, with the 4 personality theories. Then we start the psychological disorders. We got through most of the anxiety disorders, or we did get through them. Somatoform and dissociative disorders you're doing on your own. And the schizophrenias, I will be here on Thursday. I will be here for the 2 days to discuss schizophrenia. This is such an important topic to me, and one that is very important that I feel able to show you videos and examples and answer any questions you might have about that tremendously difficult disorder. What you're going to be needing to work on today, and I'm making another screencast about this, is finishing up the mood disorders, especially bipolar disorder and some of the underlying causes of mood disorders. Now, treatment of psychological disorders is something that I've already started to talk about, and I'll talk about a little bit more today, but you will have an assignment related to that you will be able to pick up today as well. So going back to our course page, the treatment overview for psychological disorders looks something like this. This is a packet that I printed out for you. It is from the APA, American Psychological Association, and I received it at the AP reading a few years back. It is a rather extensive packet, and it is replacing chapter 13 in your textbook, which I can't display right now, but it's quite obvious. It's a large packet, and it says treatment on the top, and it's on the front table. Now, another handout that should be available from my webpage is called, let's see, I'll get to it, is the therapy assignment. This goes directly with the treatment overview. Remember, both this and this are both handouts. If you don't have them, stop and get them right now. The therapy assignment has been printed out for you as well and should have been brought to your room. This is a case study of a person named Alan. It is very important that as you read this study, as I said here, be very specific. Read through each section from the APA packet that I just described and describe how psychoanalysis might be used with Ellen, how humanistic therapies might be used with Ellen, how behavior therapies and how drug therapies might be used. Keep in mind that treatment is always, there are a number of options for treatments of psychological disorders, and what this packet does is that it, in a very succinct way, replaces chapter 13 and describes all 4 of the treatment method possibilities. This therapy assignment is due on Monday, the day of the test. Now, the other thing that I have a paper copy of for you, and it is pink, is the chapter 10, 12, and 13 practice test. So these are all both on Moodle and on paper. And definitely I would be practicing through this as well. Now, what I plan to do today is after the I'm done with the instructions here, is to go to finish up the finish up the video on bipolar disorder and then treatment for depression. So here are the things that you should have paper copies of: the therapy booklet. It's, I believe, on white paper from the APA, and it discusses therapy approaches. The other thing that you should have a paper copy of is the therapy assignment, the case study of Ellen, keeping in mind that they're, look deeply into what happened to her, what trauma she experienced, her brother, her relationship with her brother, etc. You should also have a paper copy of the practice test. It is pink, and it covers chapters 10, 12, and therapy, which is in the handout, or it is also chapter 13. Okay, those are all paper copies, and they should be handed out to you today. You should be getting them from my front table. Now, this assignment, the therapy assignment, is due on Monday. Also on that page, and a paper copy you should have, is the personality, P, psychological disorders, PT, and therapy vocabulary. This is on a white sheet, and this I would recommend studying each term as you prepare for Monday's test. It's important to remember that I am not assigning the normal test questions, study guide questions, but the therapy packet is still due on Monday. Monday's test will cover everything on the BPDT vocabulary. Okay, so please, I know this is very difficult to have me gone for 2 days, and I feel really bad about it, but I really think it is the best way to proceed. If you have any questions, please email me, and you can email me during the day. My email is heidi.mathers@edinaschools.org. Thank you so much. Please do email me, as I said, during the day, and be looking to watch part 2, or the next part of the screencast, which will be on bipolar and on treatment. And I don't know yet if that will be divided into 1 or 2 videos. Thank you so much for your attention and for your patience in this matter.